Ankles of the universe.
I've been called the ankles of my generation. That was, like in your senior superlatives when they vote on you, it's like most likely to succeed, most likely to be president. Mine was most likely to have a thumbnail on YouTube where showing off my ankles.
That's so specific.
So specific.
And did they know when there was going to be YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, I think they had an idea, right? If they did, y'all ready?
Are you ready for a sweep? Dun, 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 dun,
oh, no.
Yeah. They're gonna win game 4. They have to. They have
to. They can't. Yeah. They can't lose them all.
Yeah. You can't get swept. No. Not by Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
No. I bet last night that Kyrie Irving would have more points than anybody on the Celtics, and I won that bet.
Yes, that was easy.
Well, because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum haven't scored.
Right. Well, first off, so I was doing the live picks, and Tatum pissed me off because I needed him to get 30. He was at 27, and he finished the game at what, 27? I was like, how do you like? Yeah, he's
yeah. Not a big fan. Freddie Emerald in the chat. Good to see you. D Factor Racer 24524. I have the chat on the app right here too. So if you're talking to us via the app, you can do that. We're also live here on the Fan Controlled Show in the Fan Controlled app. Welcome everybody. This is our live show every single Thursday, 2:30 p.m. Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. I'm Josh McCouga, Leighton Batiste. Jeff cannot be here today. But Patrick Dees will be here in about 5 minutes. We have a jam-packed show. Absolutely just pumped. Can we do we have that Pocono image? Our ruthless technical director, Jessica Samola, do we have the Pocono image to throw up on the screen? We are going to Pocono Raceway, July 13th. There it is. Fan Controlled Racing back in your eyeballs and your ear holes. We're going to be live. I don't know the time of it yet. I haven't looked on NASCAR.com.
I was supposed to send it to the entire company. It's 3:15 p.m.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So 12:15 where I am. So you're going to spend the whole day with us watching our car go round and round. And right now on the app, you can vote on your driver. The first round of voting is live. We get JJ Yaley versus Logan Bearden and Chad Fincham versus Mason Massey. I believe Mason is currently in the lead and JJ is currently in the lead. But the vote goes all week and weekend. Ends next week. I believe I set the thing so it ends Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific on this, so a week from yesterday.
Gotcha. So okay.
Vote goes all the way through. Promote it. Vote for your people. So yeah, this is the show. Welcome. So again, okay. So today on the show, jam packed. First guest, Mason Massey, live from his car, possibly in traffic in Atlanta, Georgia. That's what he told me. Okay,
he's for sure in traffic.
For sure in traffic. I was shocked when I got to Atlanta just how bad traffic is there in relation to Los Angeles. It is equally as bad, just less roads.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. That's.
Yep. It's sort of like Luka Doncic's ribs. You don't really know how bad it is until the third quarter when he barely can get up and down the court.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, they're bad.
They're bad. It's real bad.
Like his defense too. Yeah.
Correct. Real, just slow. A lot of reach around. Reach around is not the
term you want it to use, but yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Yep. Just like somebody we worked with in Slack the other day said, I love a tag team. I don't think that's what they meant, but that's what that in this day and age.
We'll let it slide.
Let it slide. I told my brother that every major company should hire like a kind of like a perverted teenager to catch all of the names that they're going to use for products and or symbols. Okay. Because I saw a sign for the CMA Fest, but it looked like Cum Fest of how they wrote it. And I was like, hey, CMA, you might want to check like with people that look at things like this and have their minds in the gutter most of the time. You may want to
That's actually an important role to hire. Now I think about it.
Yeah, correct.
It's kind of like the Gatorade thing. Like, is it in you? It's like, okay, hey, hey, come on.
It could have been worse. It could have been, is it in yet? Right? Like it could have been.
Yes, it could have. It
could have been worse. And Freddie, do not recommend that for a show title. That is not. Also, Racer24524 pointing out our first fan Vitar on the car was announced last night at midnight, aka this morning. It is Hilton Regis. So congratulations to Hilton Regis. I see you in the chat. Very proud and very pumped that you get to be our first fan Vitar. And I do like your fan Vitar. So way to do it. Again, this week starting today, the cricket picks went in this morning. US Open picks went in. There's 15 NHL picks in there right now. Winner at midnight on Wednesday next week. That'll be the next fan Vitar on the car. I do have some information, some very pertinent information, aka secretive information, that we could have an incredible sponsor on the car.
Okay? Oh, yeah.
Now, it may not be for this, but it could be for the next race, which I can tell you right now will be in Atlanta in September. And then the race of the year will be in Las Vegas. So we'll be in Atlanta and Vegas. Okay. But what I can tell you is I did see a mock-up of this sponsor on the car. And it looks like if you drove your car straight through George Washington's house the day that we defeated the British, after like the day we defeated the British, revolution was won and America was just, I mean, this is like if Michael Bay produced a NASCAR car the day that like Independence Day. Did he direct Independence Day?
I don't know.
Just all of America, just all over the car. I mean, it can't get more American ever.
Can you see?
The car actually sings. It actually sings, Leighton. Yesterday, what did Duck saying? Tyson's Anytizers on Wendy's car? No. But it's not sponsored by America. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It can't look any more American than what it is. Oh, Americar. Show name. That's Americar. Yeah. Yep, exactly. But so be on lookout for that. But as of right now, the car design votes will go live Wednesday this week upcoming. So you'll have driver votes going on at the same time as the car design. And BC Line saying can a car. That might be one of those things we might have to check with marketing, because I feel like the can of car might just look like an aluminum can. And I know what you're getting at with Canadar. And maybe it's a Canadar. Nope, that doesn't make any sense.
No. Canada car?
Canada car.
Canada
car. Ruthless Cutie, is my audio still breaking up? Leighton, is my audio bad?
It's not bad. Your video is a little chippy at times, but it's okay. You know,
check. I mean, it looks anyway.
Yeah.
This I'm in a new spot, as you guys can tell. I'm traveling all over Northern California at the moment and stopping at places, but I should be here for like the next 3 to 4 shows. But maybe I am, and maybe it is better next week. I don't know what to tell you.
Audio is good in Canada, so you're good in Canada.
Yeah, it's good on Wooded Duck Ends, and good thing that you can also get the show in podcast form, because if you don't like the video of my face because it's a little patchy, if you will. You can just listen to me. You can do that. All right. So Patrick Dees is coming on. Our first guest is Mason Massey. Then we've got probably Jason Miller calling in from the long hauler, driving to a race this weekend. Then we've got Logan Bearden at 3:05, and then rounding out the show, JJ Yaley. So if our road dog, the legend that is friggin' Jakey Muffins, is watching, JJ Yaley will be on the show, which should make you very.
I haven't heard that name in a long time. Wow.
Yes. Jakey Muffins upset that JJ Yaley didn't win the last time, but he could win this time. You know, Mason Massey came in 11th place in Talladega. Crazier things happened in Pocono. I know nothing about Pocono, so I'm looking forward to what these guys have to say about the Pocono. I think it's a triangle, Leighton.
It is. I thought after Talladega, we did an interview with Miller, and he was talking about the Poconos. He was saying there's like a turn that zips you around or something. I don't know. I'm gonna find the audio. It's pretty cool.
Okay, yeah. Interested. I'm pumped for the Pocono, and I don't know if our ruthless technic director will go to Pocono, but she doesn't live far from Pocono, from what I understand. She might. The D Factor says the tricky triangle.
The tricky triangle.
Trickle triangle, and there obviously my video has frozen, and so you just hear me. Yep.
I would just keep going, honestly.
Yeah. Myself off of it. Might be the camera, is what it might be. Nope, that's wrong. Hold on. Let's do this. Here we go. Okay.
Down in yeah, there it is. Yep, down in Pocono.
See, it was the camera. I'm gonna have to one of those days with the camera. It's just one of those days.
Just one of those days. Just one of those days.
Were you going to go Limp Bizkit there? Or were you going a different song?
A different song. Wait. What song did you think I was doing?
Just one of those days.
No, yeah. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Limp Bizkit was the reason that the 90s sucked. Like we had the 90s, the Limp Bizkit was so popular in the 90s. I really judge an entire generation of people that we liked Limp Bizkit that much. First of all, the name was Limp Bizkit with a Z. Okay. Their lead singer, Fred Durst, famous for one thing, Leighton, flavor saver. He's his flavor saver. But they when he sang, he would be like, just one of those days. Like he had this, like his voice was so bad. And he defined the douche generation, defined it. Backwards hat, fitted on.
Yeah, I've seen this face. Never known the name.
It's just one of those days. Like that's how we sang. It was.
They look like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but on the other side of town. Like
yes, yeah. They were the dudes that were like, we're like really hard, like so sick, but also like our parents love us, and like we got really good grades.
Like don't litter, dude. Captain Planet. Yeah. Okay.
Totally. Yes. 100%. BC line lads, 50 cents in BC placed this Saturday at 3 p.m. 54,000 expected. And oh yeah, there is a football game too. Lions versus Stampeders. BC
that's pretty lit.
50 cent in like the rapper 50 cent, but he said 50 cents. I was thinking did he go?
No, it's like him and his like cousin.
Yeah,
like a duo, or is it a duo? It's like a new rap duo where it's like I'm 25, I'm 25.
It's 2 quarters.
It's just 2 quarters, and they're like
2 quarters,
50 cents. And you're like,
nailed it. Yeah, the rapper, and then Jess Samola is very heated in the chat here. Under the fan controlled sports banner, you did not just compare Limp Bizkit to Red Hot Chili Peppers. Now, our first guest here.
The way that they dressed, that's what I was comparing.
Yeah.
Musically, they're totally different.
Totally different. Well, Flea usually just had a sock over his wiener, which I believe we have petitioned NASCAR. Mason Massey has petitioned NASCAR. If he wins this driver vote, he's only going to wear a sock, no fire suit. Mason, is that true?
I'll do that if I need to, I guess. If that's what the fans want, then whatever the fans want, they'll get.
Oh man, Mason, welcome to the show. Welcome back, man. How are you?
Doing great, man. Just in a rough part of Atlanta here somewhere. Hopefully we'll survive and finish the show.
Hell yeah. We're glad you're not totally stuck in traffic. Are you, Leighton? Tell Leighton where you are. He might be able to like go meet you and help you out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm around for the Falcons play, Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, nice.
I'm around that area somewhere.
It's probably on Northside Drive somewhere, or like North Avenue.
Yeah, I'm at a little gas station over here. Just got my eyes up on a swivel right now.
I know exactly where he is. I see it in his background.
All right. Well, we won't keep you long then. Mason, you're going up first round here against Chad Fincham. Do you have any words of salt that you want to throw towards Chad?
Man, I don't. He's a great dude. He's a friend of mine.
Okay.
It's a friendly competition, but I hope I win, obviously. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Can you tell us about Pocono? Your history there? Anything that the fans should know about, like how you drive in Pocono?
It's a fun racetrack. It's interesting. Been able to have some good runs there in the past, a couple of them. one of the fun things is every corner is completely different from each other.
Okay.
So you really have to figure out, you have all your different lifting points when you come out of the gas. They're all different.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to have your car, that ain't going to be perfect in every corner. So you have to figure out where you want to have your car good. And it's really hard on brakes too. So it's just kind of its own deal. And always some really good racing there, though. It's a lot of fun to race on.
How would, like, obviously it's hard to compare to a place like Talladega because it's not restrictor plate, right? So we can kind of just go ham, right?
Yeah, it's a really heavy braking track, a fast track. It's hard to pass on, and you have the tunnel turn, which is the turn on the backstretch back there, and you're able to go pretty fast through that corner. So it's really hard to pass in that corner.
You go under a tunnel? You go through a tunnel?
Mm-hmm. Well, you have a tunnel underneath you. That's why they call it the tunnel turn. So you're right above the tunnel.
Okay.
And it's a little bitty corner. It's not big, but it's really fast going through there.
Okay.
And so you have to be able to figure your car out over there.
I see. Okay.
And you have to have the balls, I guess, to drive it fast in there too.
Okay.
And just make up speed.
Gotcha.
Yes, that one on the backstretch back there, just kind of a little kink back there. Yep.
Got it. So you kind of slingshot through that corner is basically what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You won't hit the brakes really over there. You'll drive it in pretty deep and just hope you get through there.
Wait a second.
And all the passing is going to be made over in the first corner and the last corner.
You're allowed to use brakes on the car on the track? I thought you could only use brakes in pit road. You just pedal to the metal the whole time.
Yeah. I don't like to use it, but sometimes you have to, you know.
Okay, I got it. All right. Speaking of using brakes, a man only known to full stop at stoplights. Patrick Dees, welcome to the show. There he is.
What is up? What's going on, guys? I heard Mason Massey was going to be on the show today. I was not going to be too late for that. Mason, how are you, buddy?
Absolutely, man. Awesome. How are you, sir?
Better now, man. I'm excited. When I saw your name in the ring again, I was like, let's go. Returning champion Mason Massey. You feeling good?
Absolutely, man. I'm excited. I'm ready to get this going and hopefully do another race with you guys. That's a lot of fun.
Only if your dad's coming. Only if your dad's coming.
He'll be there. He's at every race, man.
I swear to God, Leighton will vouch for this, man. Like the only guy cooler in that whole racetrack than Mason Massey is Mason Massey's dad. Like it's like what? Yes, incredible.
Your dad, they said it on the broadcast, but your dad played football at Georgia. We know that. Wide receiver, right?
Wide receiver. A little short wide receiver, yeah.
Very Wes Welker type.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Patrick, before you got on, Mason was saying that Chad Fincham smells weird. Like he's got a weird smell to him. It's probably
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I wanted to say it. I wanted to say it, but I'm glad that Mason would be the one to like come out and say it. It's about time somebody took a stand against that guy. You know what I mean? It's basic hygiene.
Totally. First of all, he said he smells weird. He hates dentists. I don't know what the hell that's all about.
I hate dentists too.
And he has trouble turning left. The car goes
kind of it's kind of a prerequisite. I will say,
hope Chad doesn't see this.
I don't know who doesn't smell weird coming out of that car after that like race. Like I swear to God, I mean, dude, when I ran and hugged you after that last race, you smelled great, but you were drenched. Like it's clearly a lot of work. Do you know what I mean? You guys are fucking grinding in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of work, and it's really hot, and you lose a lot of water weight out there for sure.
I bet.
Lots and lots of it.
It's like when Leighton was trying to lose weight for his wrestling matches in high school, right?
Yes,
like,
I would just drive fast.
Just got to sit in the sauna.
Every time he's pulled over, he's like, "Could you roll down the window, sir?" No, I'm trying to cut weight. No, I don't think you understand, cop. I'm trying to cut. No, that doesn't fly.
Mason, do the race? I feel like I may have asked you this question, but do the race suits start to smell like hockey equipment, or is that a totally different? You know how bad hockey equipment smells? You ever smelled like that pads, like gross sweat? Do you know that smell?
I've never been around hockey that much, but it's like after like a workout when you sat in the sauna and all that stuff, you had a hard workout.
Yeah.
I'd say that's about what it's like, but you have to wash them every week. And so every week you show up, everything's clean and fresh. So
dry clean. Are we going dry clean?
I was just about to ask that. Yeah. Is it like washing machine?
I just wash it in my washer at home, honestly.
Oh,
turn it inside out, throw it in there. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Now, speaking of working out, you go really hard even on race days, right? You get a workout in the morning and then go do the race days. Like I know you and I had a whole conversation about our fitness routines. Like you're still hitting it pretty hard outside of the track.
Still hitting it hard. I've kind of been on a bulk lately, trying to get the muscles up a little bit. So
let's go.
Having to eat a bunch, been kind of tough, but yeah, we're getting there.
I think it's mostly because if you're bulking up so you can fight Chad Fincham. Is that?
That's right. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen, so you got to be ready at all times.
That's what I heard. Yeah. It's incredible.
I always got to stay ready.
How many push-ups do you think you can do in a row, Mason?
In a row, I can do probably 70 or 80.
That's pretty damn good.
See that. Yeah. I could see that.
All right. We might have to get down there and shoot some content.
How many push-ups can you do in a row?
I don't weigh that much, so it's not. I weigh like 150 pounds, so it's not too hard.
Deez, don't hurt
yourself. Probably close. Although the last time I did a gajillion push-ups in a row, I was like a couple days later, I got that 2-day like, oh, I'm really sore, and then ended up being like a heart thing that sent me to the hospital. So I'm like, I'm weirdly like, I'm good. I don't need push-ups anymore in my life.
No
just not related at all, but like in my mind, it will always be because of the push-ups. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
it's a good reason to not do push-ups. I mean, that's a good excuse.
Yeah, exactly. Did you guys already talk about the Poconos as a whole? Like anything we need to keep an eye out for as fans? Like anything that you wanted to tell the fans, Mason, about this particular race, and then why you kind of uniquely positioned to be our guy?
Yeah, the restarts are wild for sure. That'll be something to keep an eye on. And I told them about the tunnel turn. Restarts, they fan out a lot because the front straightaway is so long. Have a lot of options, so you'll get to 5 or 6 wide on restarts easily.
Damn.
And it all kind of funnels back together once you get to 1 and 2, so you have some wrecks down there sometimes.
Got it.
Okay.
Sort of like letting the horses out of the gate and then they kind of get down. Okay. Got it.
Exactly. That's a lot of fun to watch. And also the tunnel turn I told them about, it's always a lot of action over there because everybody's got a lot of speed over in that corner, so a lot of accidents happen.
Okay.
Is that part of the strategy here too? I mean, like you ran Talladega masterfully, right? Like we saw, and again, like NASCAR neophyte, but I swear to God, there were so many wrecks. Every time I turned around, I heard the crowd go, "Oh my God!" There were so many wrecks. And again, you navigated all. You never got caught up in the wrecks. You finished 11th. Is that part of? Is it also kind of this hang back and wait and see and navigate at Poconos as well, or is it a little different strategy going into this one?
It'll be a little bit different. I'll be racing harder at Pocono for most of the race. Because you don't have the humongous pileups you have at Talladega.
Jesus.
Like when you go to Dega, like you're going to have a couple, like half the field's going to finish basically.
Yep. Yeah.
And when you go to Pocono, you don't ever know what's going to happen really. You might have some wrecks here and there, but you never know for sure.
Sure.
So you kind of have to go hard the whole race and hope you end up okay and hope you miss them. Yeah, but we'll be trying to race a little harder the whole race there for sure.
Got it.
So good,
man. I'm very intrigued by what happens in Pocono. Would you rank it up there as like a track that you perform well at, or do you think it's more like,
I've always been pretty good there. It's not my favorite track by any means, but always been pretty decent in there. So just hoping to keep that going.
Gotcha.
Well, and you're not.
Go ahead,
Josh.
Well, I was going to say, and as a whole, Pennsylvania, obviously the people from Philadelphia trash, and the people from Pittsburgh awesome, right?
True. That's right.
That's what they say.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Good.
That's what I say.
Yeah. Leighton agrees.
It's a lot of fun too. Like at the track, the atmosphere is amazing. There's a lot of fans there.
Yeah.
So it's a fun weekend.
Good. Okay. All right. I think Deez fits in well. They're a huge ginger population there in Pocono. So
we call it our Mecca. Every year I try and get back to the motherland and go see the other tall, goofy gingers. That's where I go.
That's the place for it, huh?
Listen, Mason, we're pumped you're in the vote. Obviously, vote is tight right now. It goes all the way to Wednesday.
Let's go.
Fans loved what you did last time. So, let's we're try and run it back. And we're just pumped to have you part of the Fan Controlled family no matter what, man.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate the opportunity again, and hopefully I get to work with y'all, man.
Hell yeah, we do too. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mason Massey, drive safe, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Bulk up, man.
Absolutely, guys. Y'all have a good one.
See you, buddy.
Later, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Look, hey,
okay.
Josh, let me tell you something, Josh.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. You've known me a long time.
Yeah.
Staunch record of heterosexuality, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Totally.
Peerless.
I kind of have a thing for Mason Massey.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How do you not have a crush on that guy? He's awesome.
It's a mustache, right? You know what I mean?
I didn't know I liked mustache. I mean,
listen, I know we've been talking ill about Chad Fincham. He bailed on the show because he had dental surgery today. He's like, it's been scheduled for weeks. So like, it's just teeth. Who cares? Right?
You have like 100 of them.
Yeah, there's so many teeth in there. It's like sharks. Aren't humans like sharks? You lose one, you grow two. That's science.
You lose one, you grow two. You're like, oh God, I lost another. You're just all teeth. You're like, oh God.
All teeth. It's just teeth everywhere. We talk about like really good looking dudes you could have man crushes on. A first time entrant here into fan controlled racing in the fan vote right now, going up against JJ Yaley. He's been called the Wunderkind by Jason. Stop calling it Wunderkinder. That makes it plural, D's. That's too
plural.
many.
Yeah.
He's only one person. Okay. Now listen, he's calling in now. He's live here on the show, and like he's the Wunderkind. Like he drives a car really fast. Like so, like in Germany, you know, they got the Formula One cars and they drive left and they drive right. But here in America, especially it's Pocono, right? Logan Bearden is a Wunderkind. He drives left. Logan, welcome to the show.
Logan,
how's it going, guys?
What's up, man?
I don't know about that.
Well, you were called the Wunderkind by Jason Miller, so we're just going with the German theme.
Fair enough. It's a new nickname. I haven't heard him call me that, so I was just wondering.
I mean, I tell you what, like Jason Miller is an excitable human being. I would say this if he's on the show. That guy likes liking things. He likes getting excited. He had great things to say about everybody, obviously. But Logan, he took the time out of his day to be like, this guy, something special. Talk to Logan. So we're super excited to have you part of like what we're doing here. Because we love Miller, trust his judgment. He's obviously pretty excited about you being part of the Fan Control family.
Yeah, I'm super appreciative of this opportunity. I know it's gonna be tough going up against Yaley. He has a pretty big following and he's been in the sport a really long time. So I'm excited to see what I can do and see if we can't beat him and the other two drivers.
Well, you were texting me earlier, like, man, JJ Yaley sucks. He's the worst.
Yeah,
I saw that.
I saw that him on the street. Like his car was broken down. I wouldn't pull over and help him.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far, but I would definitely love to beat JJ Yaley, especially with
there,
how
you know.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Oh,
tell us about your driving style, Logan. I mean, we don't know a ton about you. You're new to this thing. Give us a little backstory on who Logan Bearden is. The Wunderkind. Yeah.
Smooth, calculated. I'm always there at the end of the race. Growing up, I built all my own race cars, right? So I know how tough it is to keep them on the racetrack. So it's not crash it, be there at the end, and that's when you're going to have the opportunity to get a good finish, if not a win.
So is that how you got that, like had Matchbox cars? Then like you were putting those together, and then you started building bigger and bigger cars.
So I wouldn't say Matchbox cars, but I went from karting to the stock car route and then to the NASCAR route.
Wow.
So growing up in Texas, there's actually a good amount of go-kart tracks and grew up there. And then when we went to the oval tracks, they all started kind of dwindling away and all went dirt. So I ended up making the move to North Carolina here about 3 years ago now.
Okay.
Always. So when you were karting, was it with the intention that like, hey, look, this could be a career? When did you race and be like, yo, I'm pretty good at this, and that people get paid to do this? Like, what was that realization like? And then what's been the path?
So we went the local route in 2006 and then kind of worked our way through the regional to Texas, Oklahoma, and then went national. And that was from coast to coast, just bouncing around the country. And I think around 2011, when I won the championship that year and ended up representing the United States over in London, England, I'm like, okay, I think I can make something out of this. And I took it a little bit of a different approach than some. A lot of the kids I raced against actually went the IndyCar route, the open wheel route. And I'm like, I grew up around the stock cars. I love that. I'm going to go that route.
I like
it. Not the traditional route from karting being open wheel to continuing the open wheel route. I went the full body stock car route.
What's like the biggest difference there? I mean, I know obviously it's speed car. I mean, there's probably so many, but like what drew you more to stock cars than it did to open wheel?
I grew up around it. So I think I was an infant at the racetrack. I think I was like 8 months old, and my parents carrying me around the circle track, and we had a family friend that was doing it. My dad was a mechanic on the car at the time, so I grew up around it and fell in love with the sport.
That's awesome. I feel like that's always, I mean, not always, but like product of your environment, right? Like if my dad had been a mechanic on stock cars, I would probably be really into car racing, right?
Right.
Yeah. And so like you saw your dad working with tools, like I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, pretty much. I grew up around it, loved it. I think I knew every emblem to every car when I was like 2 years old. And so 4 wheels have been my thing. And
awesome.
Anything with an engine, really.
What's been like career highlights so far?
I mean, just making my Xfinity debut this year was a huge highlight of mine. I didn't even think I'd make it this far. So
it's
just
awesome.
Continue up the ladder and
you went to London to represent the country. I mean, that's a pretty big time, you know?
That was cool. I got the opportunity to represent them with the Snap-on Stars of Karting and go race against their best drivers over there. So that's a cool career highlight as well, I guess you could say.
But English drivers are real bad because they drive on the wrong side and the wheels on the wrong side. They're always drinking tea. It's pretty bad.
They say aluminium. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Look, let me ask you this. Do you have a nemesis? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is there somebody that you want to fight all the time? Like,
as of right now, no. I mean, back in the karting days, yes, there was like 2 twins that I raced against that we would always wind up in.
I don't trust twins
around each other, and we would be crashing each other. So
I don't.
Say their name. Say their names. Both of the whole names, so we can shout them out.
Genetic anomalies.
Jake Johnson's one. Jake and Garrett Johnson or something like that.
Yeah,
they're enemies of mine now too, Logan. We roll together, we die together.
Your enemies are our enemies.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, so what you're saying? What I'm hearing? I'm practicing active listening, Logan. What I'm hearing you say is you don't have a villain yet. This could be the opportunity to find a villain for you in Poconos. Like, that's what's happening here. All right.
Let's go find one. We'll just pick a fight. Picking a fight with another driver.
I don't know how you don't vote for Logan right now, like with that kind of like approach. That's incredible.
Logan, what would you say your driving style is compared to your fighting style? You said calculated, smooth fighting style, more of a lanky kind of a like a crap?
So if we're going fighting style, it's going aggressive. I'm not going to fight fair. I'm a small guy, so
you're a biter. He bites.
Yeah.
Skinny guys
fight each other.
That's what we got to do to win.
Incredible.
It's the best.
I was hoping you'd go video game analogies. Like I fight like Ken from Street Fighter and I drive like Luigi from Mario Kart. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. I've asked this to every driver we've had on so far. Would you say that the movie Cars was your biggest inspiration?
No, I was a little older at the time when that came out. So no.
Yeah. Honestly, man, fuck Lightning McQueen. That guy sucks.
I know.
Right? All right.
Yeah.
Totally.
Ouch,
this is the only kind of content you're going to get right here on Fan Controlled Sports. Logan, before we let you go, just to the fans, tell them why they should vote for you to drive for us.
Oh yeah,
the Texan, right? If I can pull Texas together, we can do this. There's not many Texas drivers anymore. I know there's David Starr and I in the series, but if I can pull the state of Texas around me, we can beat JJ Yeley and win this deal.
Let's go. Yes. Find you a villain, man. This is awesome.
That night are big and bright.
Yep.
Damn straight.
Absolutely.
You get it. My guy, Logan, thanks for spending the time, man.
Appreciate you.
You're the best. And again, vote goes live or is live until Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific. So, tell your people, tell everybody, and we hope you're behind the wheel for us.
Will do. Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks for having me.
You got it, buddy.
Thank you, Logan. I love that guy.
All right. We have a rogue guest here. Rogue guest.
Okay. All right.
He's one of our favorite people.
No,
it's not Garrett, and it's definitely not the other Johnson, Jake.
I mean, I hate those guys.
It's neither one of those twins who, by the way, probably have bodies stashed somewhere on their property.
Yeah.
Twins are guaranteed murder situation. Okay. Guaranteed.
Yeah. 100%. They have to, like, every time they move, they have to go introduce themselves to their neighbors, kind of thing.
Yes, exactly. Like, hi, we're twins. It's going to get weird. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're on a list.
Now, speaking of a guy,
100 yards of the school.
Josh
oh my god! Can we talk about? I know we've got a legend.
Legend.
Oh
all right, dude. Speaking of a guy that can trash a demographic live from a long hauler on his way to parts unknown, it's Jason Miller.
Let's go! Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What
How are you, buddy?
Oh, just driving down the road.
Incredible.
Well, driving down the road.
Driving down the road. Where are we headed, Jason? Where is this weekend? Where are you guys?
Land of Corn, Iowa.
Iowa. Gorgeous.
Which is coming back, right? Like we haven't been there in a couple of years. What's the feeling going back?
I like the place. I've always liked it. I've been here since the first NASCAR race took place. It's pretty cool.
Right on. Jason, we got. Go ahead, Deezy.
I was just gonna say, I mean, look, Jason, you know the field, right? We just had Mason Massey on. We just had Logan. We've got JJ Yaley, Chad Fincham fighting a dentist somewhere. I would love for you to talk to us a little bit about strengths and weaknesses of all these guys. You know, and what should fans be thinking about when it comes to the vote? Like, obviously, your expertise is really going to add a lot of value to people casting their vote here.
All right, sure. You name the first one, and I'll go from there.
Mason Massey.
Okay, perfect.
Mason Massey.
Mason. Yeah.
Strengths is he's very, very smooth, very, very mature for his age.
Handsome.
He's handsome. Yeah, we'll give him that. And the girls seem to like him.
Okay.
So, no, he's a good kid. We have a really, really good track record together, as well as I do with the other drivers. Some of the other drivers. I don't know. I like Mason. We hit it off from the first time we ever raced together. First time we ever raced together, we finished 18th. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was a good. It's been a good comparison, I guess, or a good pair. So
Good
far.
pair. Nothing like a
Yep,
good pair.
okay.
Unlike twins, Mason and Jason Miller, good.
Yeah.
The Jason
That works.
Mace show. Yep.
It almost
All right, how
ended
about
up
the
that way for
Wunderkind?
sure in Talladega.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about the Wunderkind, Logan Bearden? He's not German. He's actually from Texas, Jason. He's not a German, man.
Yeah, Logan hasn't found his potential yet, but when he does, it's going to be awesome.
Okay.
I mean, I've ran 2 races with him, and he'd never drove one of these cars before. And the first race at Richmond, we had a little bit of an issue when we qualified. He had never qualified one of these cars before.
Okay.
And then I didn't tighten him up enough, not working with him. But just that one time, trying to learn, him trying to learn me, trying to learn the cars. We struggled in qualifying there and Martinsville. He raced Martinsville with me too. But man, when the green flag drops, he goes forward. And the first segment we started 32nd or 33rd at Richmond, and he drove to 16th the first segment.
Let's go.
And then the second segment we came in and we restarted in the 20s. He got mixed up in a little bit of an altercation about 20 laps in.
That kind of guy.
The 9 car blew an oil line or something, and he got mixed up in it and kind of spun a little bit. Damaged the car just a little bit, not bad. Could have been way worse. And we took tires. We came in, took tires, and not a lot of people did. So we had like 15 lap pressure tires, and he drove from dead last to 10th.
Amazing. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's better going. You said when he starts, he goes forward, which is good, right? We want him going forward, not backward, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good. Okay,
one of
just
my
checking
favorite
my math
races.
on that one. Just checking my
Green
math
flag
on that
goes down, he goes forward. So just in short, you guys feel like you've got a great chemistry, and he's got a lot of upside as a driver.
Yeah. He's
Okay,
like I
awesome.
said, we haven't seen the best of him yet, and it's coming.
Okay,
let's
real
go.
soon.
I love it.
All right, talk about Chad Fincham. He just had dental
Please.
surgery, couldn't be on the show, so make fun of him. It's fine.
Yeah, he probably won't be able to eat now, and I know he likes to eat. So, but
Wow.
no, Chad's a good kid.
we raced together 3 times last year, and he made every race on time. He qualified on time, didn't have to take a provisional for every race. And
let's go.
I knew Chad from racing because he'd been in this series for a while, and we kind of just hit it off. I like him. I mean, we had some good runs together. We were really, really good at Bristol together and practicing qualifying, and the night came and I didn't keep up on the track enough, and we kind of struggled in the race. But I think all 3 races we've done a great
I think
we're losing Jason.
Every other. He just didn't want to talk about JJ Yeley,
right?
Like he knew
unknown. Yeah,
he knew the Yeley question was coming, and he's just like trying to duck us.
Jason, we're gonna let you go because it seems like you're going through a pretty rough patch of internet there, but we're pumped for the race. We'll get you on next week. We'll do a full breakdown of everything. Final draft. And you can talk to us about what you think of the car designs when we do that. Good luck in Iowa.
Can't wait. Drive safe, buddy.
Cook the corn before you eat it. You can't eat it raw. It hurts your teeth.
No, gross. Later, Miller.
Jason,
that guy.
JB Papa in the app chat said, which driver is faster in reverse? I'll tell you who's not faster in reverse. That's my wife. Look out. You don't want Amanda Gordon Makuga driving in reverse anywhere near you. You'll either get hit or somebody's going to get hit.
I need to
look out. Yeah,
I need to open that app chat. Can we take a minute though? I want to talk about Miller, but like honestly, we've had some incredible show names. Just been firing during the interview. We've got Freddie Airmail's All D's No Breaks. We've got show name Trying to Cut. Show name A Gazillion Push-Ups. Man, there's so many good. Show name Ginger Motherland. Strong. Show name So Many Teeth. Just some fire names. A lot of these come courtesy of Freddie Airmail. A lot of really good ones in the chat. So keeping the streak as he usually does.
Jose Ruckus in the chat with breaking news. Apparently Kobayashi and Joey Chestnut because Joey Chestnut officially was kicked out of the Nathan's hot dog eating contest yesterday, which I believe Jason Miller upset about. Like just
I was
angry
upset.
about the whole thing.
Co-founder Grant Cohen despondent.
Livid. I mean, he's greatest athlete of a generation, incredibly impressive what the man is able to consume. It's going to be a Netflix special. They're going to get Kobayashi out of retirement.
Yeah, they are.
Talk about the heads at Netflix that just like bing, 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 bing. As soon as Joey Chestnut said, I'm only going to eat vegan hot dogs. And they were like, well, now you're kicked out, which is apparently there's a co-meat brand. Anyway, I don't know the ins and outs of the competitive eating world. What I do know is that Netflix just said, hey, let's bring the 2 greatest together for this opportunity.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I've never been so excited about a 4th of July. Like,
totally. Joey Chestnut was winning by like 20 or 30 dogs every time. So put him in there against Kobayashi.
He's
retired. This is like Fistful of Quarters. Remember Fistful of Quarters? Do you remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
I am very excited. And Joey Chestnut, I think actually ate in a contest against Jose Ruckus, right? Like, was Jose there? Like, was that season 1 where
the wings?
Where Joey Chestnut? Yes.
Yeah.
Season 1 FCF. I feel like Jose was there. Maybe not, but yes, put us to shame. I watched that man eat. I was 5 feet from that man watching. It was 42,000 calories entering his gullet in like 6 seconds. It was kind of terrifying.
Yeah.
When you're able to see that, it's just like Cookie Monster. It doesn't eat the cookies, but like it was like Cookie Monster. Yeah.
Jose Ruckus, the 2 greatest champions have both been banned from the Nathan's tournament. Joke of a competition. I am there. I'm with you. That's a joke. You got the 2 great. What? It's like back in like early 2000s where they just got rid of Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson. They're like, all right, everybody.
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah, they're like Magic and Bird. No, we don't need you. The NBA. Like, I don't know. We're good. We don't need these two greats. No. Makes no sense.
Yeah. D Factor saying it the ban is ridiculous, but the partnership with vegan hot dogs is even more ridiculous. I don't know about even more ridiculous. The fact that we have as a people gone to, you know what? I need the taste of hot dogs, but I don't need the meat. Like the taste of hot dogs is brutal. Hot dogs are disgusting. Okay.
Well, and they're
And
not like they're not like that much better for you. Have you seen like the caloric intake and the salt, like the caloric count? Like they're not good. They're not like a healthy alternative necessarily, other than probably for the ethical parts of eating a hot dog. But yes,
yeah, I think you're right. I mean, if you're able to get a vegan dog to taste like a regular dog, probably not a great process that went into that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Lilia, you look particularly confused at the moment, Leighton. He's like, I don't. What are we talking about?
Now,
Not a big vegan hot dog guy.
no, they're very salty.
See, I'm with Leighton.
Yeah.
When I went to that cookout place in Atlanta for the first time, I thought it was just going to be hot dogs, and I was like livid. But then I got there, and it's one of the most amazing places on the planet.
The Cajun chicken sandwich. Come on.
Then the milkshakes are on a different planet.
Brings all the boys to the yard.
Speaking of guys that hates vegan hot dogs, I mean,
hates them.
Live, he's in the vote. He's currently in the lead against the Wunderkid Logan Bearden. It's the man, the myth, the legend, JJ Yaley.
JJ!
Hey everybody, how's it going? There he is.
Fraternity champion.
Let's go. Beard is looking fierce. He's looking good.
Yeah,
How are you,
looking
sir?
good. I'm just hanging out.
Why did you put all those letters in your name?
Because I thought that it was exciting. Like I just did the JJ, and then I was trying to I was gonna do like a cool thing, and then I was gonna use some explicits. So then I just ran my fingers across really fast just to fill up all of the letters, and then to see if you would notice.
But the
you
man
did.
goes.
That's awesome.
Which I did.
When
yes, I
the
noticed
green
all
flag
things.
goes, he goes forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you guys doing? You guys doing good?
Can't complain. We were talking to you, bud. We're talking
I'm
to
gonna
you.
say I popped in late on the conversation, which was a weird conversation about hot dogs.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's any hot dog that's really got any, like, even when they call it all beef. I think that's like 1%, kind of like whenever you're talking like different
Sure.
coffees. Like, yeah, if it's Colombian, it's got like 2% Colombian, everything else is just something else. So, I think just stay completely clear of all hot dogs, because a vegan hot dog, I mean, I don't even know what that could be, Josh. So that was just the strangest thing I've ever heard. I don't know why you'd even throw that out there.
Well, Joey Chestnut is backing a vegan hot dog, and they kicked him out of the hot dog eating competition because he's backing his vegan hot dog.
Yeah, that seems like a really good idea.
Yeah, really good. It'd be like if you got in the race car and you're like, no wheels today, just using my feet. Just pedal. No
I could do that. I could use my feet. I mean, they probably wouldn't be the first time that I've tried something like that, but no, I'm excited that you guys decided to add me in or keep me in the fan vote from the beginning. Like last time, I think you guys like left me out. Like, you know what?
Late entrant.
You're like too old. Screw that guy. We weren't even happy. The guy crashed. He didn't even finish the race. Like he got
because I don't know how
tired.
phones work.
He just went out early.
Takes a nap. He's like, fans, I'm getting some rest. I want you to know, JJ, the way you typed in your name. Oh no, it's JJ long name Yaley. The LRBQWS, that a lot of people want that to be our show name next week. So I'm really excited for Jeffrey to bring us in and try to pronounce that.
Speaking of show names, real quick, the show name vote is live in the app right now. Show name for next week: Americar.
Strong.
A gajillion push-ups. JJ, how many push-ups do you think you can do in a row?
In a row, I can do just one short of a gajillion. I'm gonna have to work on that some more.
Oh yeah, okay, that checks.
I was almost there.
Mustache crush. So many teeth. Don't trust twins and Ginger Motherland. All there in the app. Get in the app. Vote on it.
Oh my God, I'm going with the last one.
You like Ginger Motherland?
Ginger Motherland. That sounds exotic. That sounds like a place like everyone would want to go, especially the guy in the bottom right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I finally feel at home, right? Like,
is that somewhere in Southern California? I wonder.
It's in like Sweden or some Scandinavian
part
of the world. You know what I mean?
Sweden is nowhere near Southern California.
No, it's really not. Talk to us about Pocono, JJ. What about this track is like interesting, unique? Anything fans should be like looking forward to, or things to think about strategically during the race while you're out there driving? What do fans need to be thinking about?
Not taking a nap halfway through.
So we call it pulling an all-dayer.
Totally serious. Interesting facts about Pocono. is it's a large racetrack in the middle of the Pocono Mountains. Beautiful facility. The racetrack has done a fantastic job of integrating not only the racing but the fan side of it. Like the infield there anymore is completely off the hook. They'll have bands. It's very family friendly. They have a dog park. Like it's legit an awesome event to go to. From the racetrack perspective, they call it the tricky triangle, right? You look at an aerial view, it looks like a triangle. They took 3 corners from historic racetracks way back in the day when they designed it and built it. So Langhorne, Nazareth, and Indianapolis Motor Speedway are the 3 corners that they designed when they built that racetrack. So super fast racetrack. The straightaways are extremely long. It's about drafting. Strategy typically plays a huge part of winning the race. Not always the case in the Xfinity Series, just because that race is a lot shorter than the Cup races. But nonetheless, a very fun racetrack, very fast, and it's a difficult racetrack. Again, finding the setup to be perfect is a very hard thing to do. Again, because the 3 corners are completely different from each other. So, finding that balance of speed and grip, if you will.
I was under the impression that they designed the racetrack after the 3-corner hat worn by the Revolutionary War soldiers as they defeated the British in 1776. Not far from Pocono Raceway. JJ, can you confirm?
I would deny that. I cannot confirm, but I would probably deny that as being real.
Okay.
I think so. But what I would say, JJ, would be like, if I'm a fan, which I am, like listening to you break that down, it was like a really analytical, strategic approach to the race. So I'm sure fans are going to be appreciative, and obviously gives us a lot to think about this race. Anything else fans need to be like aware of, like around their decisioning?
Your last race. Well, your last race, your last race was at Talladega, right? So Talladega is there's nothing that. It's more about the draft. It's about being, I'm gonna say being lucky, but staying out of the big wrecks, being there at the end.
Yeah.
You have to be there at the end. And then even then, it's about picking the right line and, the trickery of where the start finish line is. The start finish line at Talladega is further down the straightaway than it is at Daytona. So again, that plays a huge part when you come off turn 4 thinking like, man, I'm in the right position on the racetrack. It's not. It's different from Daytona to Talladega. Switching all the way back to Pocono. Again, it's a very technical racetrack. It's a tough racetrack. Pitting there, you carry so much speed. There's a lot, and again, like the strategy side of it is all about trying to get you out into clean air, getting you out in front of the group. So it's not a simple racetrack. It's not like just go right around. It's a matter of you got to keep your elbows up, hammer down from the time they throw the green flag until you see the checkered flag.
JJ, we had Logan Bearden on earlier. You guys are in the first vote against each other, and he had some fighting words that I'm making up right now. And he said, you don't have it anymore. Your following is all made up. You yell at old people at the grocery store, things of that nature. Kind of, he's really trying to kind of start some shit here, JJ. Is there anything you want to say back to Logan?
Those are distorted. They're very close. Like I typically hold the door open for old people at the grocery store. I do yell at stupid people at the grocery store. There are plenty of those people. The people who park their cart like in the middle of the aisle and then they go wander to the other end. Like I'm going to crash their stuff. I don't care. I'm going to send it down to the other way. I may take some stuff out of their little buggy and put it back on the shelf just because.
He restocks their shit. I will say, technically, holding a door for an elderly person is starting some shit at a grocery. You are starting like so I guess it's technically accurate.
No, I'm still very respectful. I'm going to make sure I take care of the people that need to be taken care of. Now, as far as being old, I'm old. There's nothing wrong with that. Going back to Logan, the poor guy, the poor kid, he needs to eat something. He's like 103 pounds. I feel bad. I think you should send him a pack of hot dogs, honestly. So when you get off, when they get out of the podcast, vegan, non-vegan, whichever, you probably should send him some buns too. Just saying, the poor guy looks slightly malnutrition. Other than that, got it, don't got it. I would rather have lost it than have never had it. I can go find it. I am old. It's somewhere. It's somewhere in this room. It's probably in a drawer. It might be in my helmet bag. Hell, I don't know. But I'll go find it and I'll make sure I have it when we throw the green flag. For the guy who's never had it, he's sitting there like, damn, Where do I look that up on Amazon? Can Google help me find it?
Wow.
Probably not.
Is it a Prime delivery? It's not. Just in case.
No,
FYI,
no,
it is
no.
not.
Definitely not.
Fighting words.
Yeah,
I like it,
it's very
JJ.
good.
I am a fan. I will. Another comment. It's on the app.
Not fighting
in there.
words. Not fighting words. They're gentlemanly words.
Yeah, of course.
Gentlemen.
Of course.
Gentlemen,
It's
come on now.
Gentlemanly duel, like when Aaron Burr shot the other guy from the musical. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Hamilton.
There you go.
Hamilton.
From the,
Not the guy.
did you say from the musical?
Yeah, you know, he's
Yeah.
you know, history. But they made the musical about him.
Josh,
From the
go out on a limb
musical.
here. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that you probably cannot wait for the final episodes of Bridgerton to come out today.
Well,
accurate?
let me tell you something, JJ. That Bridgerton is one sexy show. Okay.
Okay.
I think why isn't from the musical ? Not in the contention for the show name? Like, from the musical. Unbelievable, JJ.
JJ, I was told that when you wreck into people, you don't exchange insurance information. You just challenge them to a race.
It depends on how you were wrecked.
Okay.
And anymore,
Yeah,
like
I
you
can
really
see
with
that.
NASCAR, you got to watch out
Yeah.
how you want to go challenge them because, you know, I mean, I don't know how much you watch or keep up with it. You know, obviously we had a little bit of a scuffle a few weeks back in the
I
Cup
did see
Series
that.
where a little shoving, maybe a little punch here, a little punch there, cost
Yeah.
the poor guy $75,000.
That's a lot of money.
So we'll try to keep the friendly fisticuffs to a minimum. You know, maybe a
Okay.
push, maybe a yell, maybe a slight insult about their mom. But
Oh,
we'll probably
sure.
we're going to keep it a little bit more, you know, B level at this point.
Got it.
I could see it.
Got it.
Listen,
Yep.
JJ, look, the fans know you. They love you. We're obviously big fans on the Fan Control side. Any parting words for fans as they're looking to vote over the course of the next couple days here?
Okay, parting words. I've been sitting on my ass in my house. I want to go drive a race car. I want to drive the Fan Control race car. I want to do it in Pocono in a few weeks. I'm the guy that's going to get the job done. I'm the man, no myth, complete legend. Please vote for me and let's go kick some ass. Pretty simple.
Let's
and
go.
done.
I want to vote twice. Are you kidding me? Let's go.
Give the
Okay.
man
You
the
have to
wheel.
because you make them vote every day. I'm on there all the time. Okay, fans,
go.
I love you. You did a great job yesterday. Let's vote again today. And
Come back.
tomorrow at 9:00, in case you're not doing anything, let's vote again. Let's just keep voting over and over and over, daily.
Well, it's working because you're in the lead currently, JJ. And you know, it could be a rematch, the continual rematch of Mason Massey versus JJ Yaley in the final vote. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, just remember, he got you guys kicked out of the infield at Talladega. If it were me, you guys had been golden. They would have never touched you. Just saying.
He's making solid points, Leighton.
Yeah,
He's making
All about
solid
who
points.
you know. Who you know is how it works in life and especially in this world.
Was that Lil Wayne way too loud at 4 a.m? Both of those things.
Hey, again, it's all about who you know. We would have taken the guy that was next to you. We won't say his name is Michael McDowell, but we definitely would have made sure that the old Daytona 500 champion, we wouldn't have cared. Like, dude, shut up. Go back to sleep. You're good. Don't worry about us over here.
Neither than that.
Oh my God. Legend.
Freddie Airmail saying a very dad joke here. I would use this. I don't know if you would use this, JJ, but so he's saying vote daily for Yaley.
That's a great dad joke. I definitely 100% endorse that.
Button. Yeah, that's real good.
Endorse.
Really
I
good.
endorse it. JJ Yaley endorses it. JJ, thanks for being here. You know what? Just I've had enough of that.
No, get out of here. Yeah.
JJ, have a great rest of your day. We appreciate you. And
thanks, JJ.
we'll be talking.
Of course. Thank you. Look forward to you soon. Thank you.
See you, buddy. I love these guys.
Oh man,
what a
That
show!
was a very inspiring speech at the end there.
Yeah,
right.
That was really
Right.
good.
I wanted to yell freedom. It's like Braveheart. You know what I
Already.
mean? Let's go.
All man, no what did he say? All man, no myth.
No myth.
Like perpetual.
100%
No myth,
legend.
all
Yes.
legend. That's what he said.
Yes.
No myth, all legend. Wow.
Woo! I'm gonna use that from now on.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
cow,
100%.
sprinkle it.
That'll be your intro at the weddings.
Yes.
At 5'10", 160 pounds. You know him as all man. No myth, all legend. It's Josh McCougal. And you run out, high fiving people.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. What a show! Sorry, I'm
What a
late, but
show.
This is fun.
The show name for next week is Mustache Crush. I am into it. I'm looking forward to
I
that
have
thumbnail. Get in there, vote. Again, the driver vote is live until Wednesday, and then the winners will move on to the final round. Next week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, hopefully Wednesday, we'll be releasing the car design vote. We have had some very, very interesting creative discussions behind this car design. And if the car design is actually sponsored by a rogue sponsor that we're talking about, it could look like a 3-cornered hat punched George Washington and an eagle picked up the car and ran it right through Francis Scott Key's house as he was writing the national anthem.
In the musical.
Pretty intense.
In the musical. Josh, weirdly specific analogy.
What a show.
Woody the Duck has a new enemy now in Michael McDowell. As long as it's not Michael McDonald, the golden voice of a generation. What a fool who believes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We're there.
You know him, Leighton. You love him. For Patrick Dees, Leighton Batiste, the Ruthless Cutie, and our technical director, and everybody at Fan Controlled Sports, power to the fans.
Power to the fans.